Aloha, super friends. Welcome to another exciting episode of Galactivated Yoga on the Beach with Kristar Galactica, St. Joe, Nakata. We are Galactivators. Your fairy god fam here once again on the beach doing yoga with the super friends. Thank you TikTok live and YouTube too, and thank you super friends in person. Heart you. Galactivators! Hearts up. We're gonna stretch, we're gonna breathe, we're gonna relax, we're gonna receive this beautiful, magnificent day. So I invite you, super friends, to carve out the next hour or so of your wonderful lives and join us for a little yoga on the beach. Thank you everyone for tuning in. Princess Charlie in the house again. So if you can, find your easy seated pose. Take the shoulders up, back, down. Hey. Hey. You want to join us for yoga now? Next time. Mermen. The mer people. All right, super friends. Head, neck, and spine in a straight line. Breath flowing. Thanks for being with us, everyone, today. And as we settle in, breathing in through your nose and just release any tension, easy seated pose. I want to share what's going on galactically. So we are in the second day of our White World Bridger wave spell. This is the time where we can really connect to the non-physical dimension, where life and death become just opposite sides of the same coin, where there's only one thing that is everything, and that everything is always right here and right now. So in this right here and right now, with the polarities in place, the pluses and the minuses, the seen and the unseen, on this lunar day where the energy of the moon is building, our power is expanding. Today is the lunar hand day, blue lunar hand of self-generation. Today we are transforming in our heart, and our heart is becoming a powerful vortex inside of us and extending its heartbeat into our hands, its electromagnetic field into our palms. And we are creating ourselves as beautiful, heart-based, centered beings. Calm and peaceful in the center of everything. On Blue Hand days, we're encouraged to lend a hand, to give a hand, to offer your support, to be in service, to love yourself, to share that love with others. So I invite you to let your heart just ooze into your hands today. And let's begin to make some little movements with our shoulders, taking them up, back, down. And in your mind's eye, begin to paint a picture, your intention, the version of you you'd like to be at the end of this yoga experience. Om Namah Shivaya. The magical mantra to invoke the spirit of balance. Let's make little movements with our neck. The balance between all the elements, space, the air, the earth, the water, the fire. Om Namah Shivaya. All coming together to be auspicious, causeless auspiciousness. Om Namah Shivaya. And then let's shift the crossing of our legs. Hi, Miss Violet. The sound is so good. Yay. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And let's take our arms up to the sky. Practice that feeling of the most high. Big smile into our intention. Yoga. Om Namah Shivaya. That we become the Shiva Shakti, the above, the below, the divine and the human, in love and enraptured with life and existence itself, life, the universe, and everything. Yoga. Om Namah Shivaya. And then let's clap our hands together. Let's bring our hands down behind our head, pressing those palms together, fingers up, pushing with the back of our head back, and bring our drishti, our gaze, in and up at that third eye. Deep breath in and engage Mula Bandha at the base of our body. Pull in and up with our root, Mula Dahara. And then let's begin to pulse our belly. Let's actually bring our hands up to the sky, palms together, lean back, and then bring our hands down to our heart, gently tapping on our heart to boost our thymus, our immune system. And then we're gonna take some breath of fire. So we're gonna activate our Kundalini Shakti, the energy at the base of our spine that travels up to our brain. So let's place our left hand on our heart, right hand on our left, bowing our head, begin closing our eyes, and we're gonna exhale, pulling our belly in, and then let the inhales happen automatically and effortlessly. So just focus on the exhales, increasing the speed. And visualize you're activating a fire in your belly. You're awakening the dragon in you, your life force. Awakening the root, your fire, the seed of life. Your ability to make perfect health, to attract perfect wealth. Om Namah Shivaya. Inhale. Arms up to the sky, palms together, lean back, look up at that third eye, engage your root, big smile. Look up at that third eye. Visualize the sun. Visualize a serpent spreading its wings as we exhale and fold, walking our hands forward, tucking our chin under. Thank you so much for sharing the vibe. The vibe. Thank you, super friends, for being here with us. Just notice your body, your spine, your lower back. Engage your belly and your root as you exhale, and then let that inhale happen and observe it, where the life force flows. Om Namah Shivaya. As we begin to walk ourselves up, let's unwind our legs and stretch them out, shaking them out. And then I invite you to take a 22-second drink break. Cheers. Om, om, om. And then inhaling our arms up to the sky. Let's interlace our fingers. Notice which thumb is on top. Rotate our palms up. Press up, straightening those arms. Pull our arms back. Spread those yogi toes. Big smile on our face. Pull up with Mula Bandha. Look up into your mind's eye. Visualize your body filling up with life force, with golden light, with prana, kundalini shakti, just rising up to your fingertips. Beautiful glowing light. Bioluminescent, opalescent, iridescent. Cute cosmic sound effects. And exhale, hinging at the waist, fold forward, hands come down. Bring them to your soles if you can reach, or your ankles. Give yourself a little massage. Stretch your toes. Tuck your chin under. Ah, let's make some noise and sigh it out. Ah. 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 All right, deep breath in. Lifting our heart. Look up with our eyes. Hi, baby. Exhale, fold. One more time. Hey, baby. And then I'll be your mirror today. Let's place our left hand on the outside of that right foot as we breathe in, lifting our heart. So reaching that left arm across our body to the right foot. Yeah, and then we'll inhale this right arm open back behind us. Deep twist. Bringing that palm up. Rotate palm up and lift through our heart. Let's even touch our thumb and pointer finger together. Stretching our eyes to look back at those fingertips. Deep breath in and swinging this right arm across our body to that left foot. Let's take it into a forward fold. Ah, sighing it out. Inhale, lift our heart. Right hand stays on that foot. We're gonna open this left arm, so we're twisting the other way. Right hand to our left foot. Left arm twists open. Stretching back, palm up. Ah, pull from our heart. Turning our eyes. Om Namah Shivaya. Oh, you can touch your thumb and pointer finger together if that feels good. And deep breath in and swinging this arm across our body, taking a forward fold. One more time. Just notice your spine. Allow that breath to flow. One more time. Lift our heart. And fold. And inhale, walking our hands up. Let us take our right. Actually, let's take both knees. Bend them in. Just hug them in. And let's just play with taking our neck side to side. Pull up with our heart. Good. Okay. And then let's straighten this left leg, bending this right knee and placing that right foot back. You just lean over to the side, get that fleshy part out of the way on that calf, and bring the top of your foot down to the ground. So instead of having the foot out to the side, just bring it back. And then draw the knees in as close to one another as they are able to be today. And so we'll start right here. Inhale our arms up to the sky. Can you? Okay. And then maybe let's try something else. Let's bring our hands down and let's just take that leg out to the side on the right, and then let's place that left foot on top of that right thigh. Let's try that. Okay, now let's bring our arms up here and let's bend that left elbow. Just pull. And then releasing these hands, let's just walk our hands over that left knee. Walk ourselves forward. Stretching our spine. And then lifting our hearts, let's begin to walk our hands back behind us and find where our edge is, and then walk our hands forward eventually when we feel ready. Inhaling, rising, and walking on our fingertips back towards the center and making our way over towards that right thigh. Allow it to feel a little bit uncomfortable. in that right hip and in our spine. Just find where the edge is, but don't go over the edge. Just breathe into that space in that hip, and then begin to walk ourselves forward. If you like, find the breath again. Oh. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Inhale, walking those hands up. As we exhale, bringing those hands back behind. Let's windshield wiper those knees side to side. Twisting our spine the opposite way. Keeping those feet wide. Dropping our knees to one side, hands are back behind. We're just gonna flip-flop for a while before we settle in. Breathing in and then breathe out as we drop the other way. Lifting our heart, big smile. Opening up that lower back. Back into the seat. Let's actually bring our hands to our knees and take a little intermission. Lean back, straighten our arms, press down with our toes, tuck our chin under, big smile. Inhale, lift our heart. Exhale, straighten our arms. Om Namah Shivaya. Inhale, breathe in your divine self. Om Namah Shivaya. Exhale, breathe out the carbon. Inhaling. Let's bend our knees. Bring in our, wrapping our arms around our legs. Just taking our neck side to side. And coming back to center, we'll just turn our neck, looking over one shoulder, next.
They have burgers if you want burgers, hot dogs, but if you go to the truck, he has another menu there. He has like breakfast and stuff like that. So,
And then coming back to center, we're just gonna set up as we did on the last time, just to balance everything out. Straightening that right leg, bending that left knee back, coming onto the top of that foot, getting that fleshy part out of the way, and just sitting between our hips to the best of our abilities. And we'll just hang out here and take a few breaths. And inhale our arms up if that feels comfortable for you. And then as we exhale, we'll just shift here. So grabbing that left foot, flexing that foot now, bending that knee, and bending our right knee, placing that right foot on top of that thigh, and walking ourselves out over that right thigh. Deep breath. Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah As we inhale, pressing into the ground and lifting our hearts. And then as we exhale, we're going to walk our hands to that right side, back behind us, taking a deep twist in our spine. Find where that edge is, and then walk those hands forward with our breath. From your super healing hands, send rainbows to the world from your heart. Kapow! Inhaling and coming up onto our fingertips. Exhaling, walking our hands all the way around the front. All the way to the other side where we find that awkward edge. Ooh. Feel it in the hip. Breathe into it and walk yourself forward. When you're ready, letting it all flow with your breath. Om Namah Shivaya. As we inhale, coming on back to center. Let's bring our arms up to the sky. Focus on our intention. And then let's exhale, bring our hands actually over towards that right side. Let's bend this right elbow. Grab this right elbow with our left hand, pull back. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. One more deep breath in. Let's sigh it out. As we release. Bringing our hands back behind us once again. Planting those feet hip width apart. Let's windshield wiper those knees side to side. Looking over the opposite shoulder. And then coming back to center. Feet hip width apart. Hands beneath our shoulders. Fingers facing forward if that feels comfortable. As we breathe in, let's begin to lift our hips up, pressing into the ground, sending our head back, lifting those hips high, squeezing our knees together for a reverse tabletop. Find our breath here, lift our hips high, gaze at that third eye, see yourself as the table. Deep breath in. And exhale, release. Let's hug our knees in into a seed, wrapping our hands around our legs, tucking our chin under. And then let's release, bringing our feet together and our hands together. Let our knees fall open to the sides and make some circles with our wrists. This is one way, and then the other way. And then let's rub our hands together. On Blue Lunar Hand Day, we want to find that juicy center between the polarities, the polar opposites. Find that heart center. Find that warmth. Find the love. Find the juiciness. Let it fill up from our heart to our hands. Form a beautiful ball of juiciness between your hands. And then we're going to take those gumdrops of goodness and just place them over our eye sockets. And as Nandi Ji says, receive the blessings. What do you see with your third eye? With your drishti? Om Namah Shivaya. And releasing our hands, let's walk them forward. Wherever they reach, tucking our chin under. If you want to, you're welcome to scoot your hips back from your legs to give a little more space. In our Baddha Konasana butterfly. Om Namah Shivaya. Walking our hands up. Let's come on up. Bring our feet a little bit closer and just give ourselves a foot massage as we take our neck side to side. Gazing up at that third eye. Visualize all the dimensions of light, the gamma, the higher mind, yoga. The X-ray light passing through us, bringing clarity, saucha, harmony, dhyana, dharana, that pure bliss, ultraviolet light, full spectrum, the whole alphabet, let that pass into us. And the visible light in our physical bodies as we press into those reflexology points on our souls. And these zings of light we see in our brain as our feet are connected through little meridian lines, reflexology points, to every part of our body. So just push with your thumbs into your feet, exploring around. When you find any zings, spend a little time there. Send the breath there, the prana. Oh, maybe you can find your lungs in your feet. Find a point that helps you to breathe. All right, and now let us swing those legs around, coming on into a tabletop. Hands under our shoulders, knees under our hips. Take a little cat and cow, pressing into our palms, and inhale. Look up, drop our belly for cow. And as we exhale, push into the ground, arch our crown. Send those hips forward, spine upward, head downward for cat. Inhale, drop our belly, lift our drishti. Big smile. Exhale, arch our spine, round our back, drop our crown. Inhale. And exhale. Then let's begin to make some spirals with our spine, one direction. From our tail, spiraling all the way up through our shoulders, our neck, our crown. One direction and the other direction. From our hands, let's shoot rainbows down into the earth. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. May all beings be blessed, including me and you. And then come into center. Let's walk our hands forward, just coming onto our thighs, coming onto our forearms, bringing our hands down for a Sphinx pose. Legs come together. Yes. Yay, thanks, Miss Violet. So palms down, legs together, looking up at that third eye. Ooh. Visualize yourself as the Sphinx in Egypt. All the wisdom of the lions, the ruling powers of the pharaoh, longevity of stone, the ultimate riddle of life. Om Namah Shivaya. And hands come down under our shoulders, healing our hearts up into a cobra, just swimming that lower back out. One more breath. And as we exhale, lowering down. Ooh. Let's push up and back into a child's pose. So just stretching all the way back, sitting on our legs. This is where we go when we want to rest. Just stretch your arms forward, third eye on the ground, and just relax and take some breaths in this position. Inhale, walking our hands up. let's take a 22-second drink break. Let's inhale, come on up onto our knees. Make those knees hip width apart. Let's inhale our arms up. Interlace those fingers the opposite way, opposite thumb on the top. Rotate the palms up, lean back, and then let's curl those toes under. Curl the toes under so we're stretching the back side of our feet. Deep breath, lift our hearts, look up at that third eye. Om Namah Shivaya. Visualize yourself as pure yoga, pure consciousness. Om Namah Shivaya. Absolute oneness. Absolute bliss. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Crystal clear, clarity. Sausha. And then let's bring these hands into cactus arms. So opening them up, palms up. Let's take some lion's breath. So fingers out to the side, tongue out. Look at that third eye, pull our belly in. Let's do that 2 more times. Om Namah Shivaya. And then let's bring those hands back behind us, bringing our hands to our lower back, palms to that back. Let's press those hips forward, squeezing our elbows, lifting our heart. Inhale, inflate our belly, breathe in through our nose. Exhale, pull that belly in as we send those hips forward and lean our heart upward. Letting our shoulders open, those elbows squeeze. Big smile on our face. Camel pose. And coming on back to center, arms up to the sky. Make a wish, focus on your intention. And then as we exhale, bringing those hands down, all of our healing powers down to the earth. Shoot rainbows to the planet. Kapow! Fill up with the love of dog. Let's take some cats and cows just for fun. Flat palms. Inhale, drop our belly, lift our gaze, our drishti. Exhale, arch our spine, drop our crown, hips come forward. Press into the ground for cat. Inhale, deep listening for cow. Exhale, cat. Inner vision, seeing. Clairvoyance. Let's come back to center. Bring our knees together. Let's take our right leg up and out to the side as we breathe in. Lifting that knee up high. And then as we exhale, let's bring that knee up to our right elbow. Inhale, let's kick it up high. Exhale, squeeze it forward. Inhale, lift it up high. Exhale, squeeze it in. Let's do 2 more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, lift. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, lift, shake it out. Exhale, bring it down. Move those hips all around, big circles. All right. And back to neutral. Drawing those knees together, curl those toes. Inhale, lift that left knee out to the side. Thank you for the gift, appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yay. Deep, juicy breath in. Exhale, squeeze that knee up towards that left elbow. Inhale, kick that left leg up high. Exhale, squeeze it in. Inhale, lift. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, lift. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, lift. And exhale, squeeze. Inhale, lift. Release it on down. Move that booty all around as you listen to that Galactivated sound. Let's make some circles with our spine. All right. Okay, super friends. Knees together, toes curled under. We're gonna push into the ground and lift those knees up. Take some few breaths here. Just let those knees hover like a bear. Shoulders over our wrists. Breath flowing. Ha. Ha. Big smile. Let's laugh. Ha 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 ha. And as we breathe in, straighten those legs, lift our hips, push up and back. Heels reach down towards the ground, downward facing dog. Head falls between our arms. Feet are back so that when you bend one knee, you can get that heel down, the opposite heel down with a straightened leg. So straighten your right leg, bend that left knee, and then breathe in, straighten the right leg, or straighten the left leg, bend the right knee. And if you need a break here, you can always go into child's pose or resting pose and just push into your flat palms. Let your head come down between your arms, your hips up high. And then let's begin to slowly walk our feet up towards our hands and make our way into a forward fold. And then let's grab the opposite elbows and just let our head fall between our arms as we sway from side to side. Just releasing that lower back. Send a deep breath into those spaces. Elongating our spine. Lubricating those vertebrae. Affirmation time. Please repeat after me. Thank you, body, for your health and well-being. Thank you, body, for your health and well-being. And then let's release that left hand down to the ground, bending that left knee, lifting our right arm up, straightening that right leg, and taking a little twist. So yeah. Deep breath in. Exhale, right hand comes down in front of that right foot. Bending that right knee, straighten the left leg, and left arm comes up. Deep breath in. Exhale, folding, bending both knees. Let's place our torso on our thighs, wrapping our arms around our legs, and just play with straightening and release. Let's start to walk our hands up, roll ourselves up, ragdoll up, coming up nice and slowly, balancing our equilibrium, one vertebrae at a time. When we get to the top, feel that blood pressure dance. Slowly bringing those hands up, our healing hands. Let's take our legs wide and stand in our victorious mudra. Arms up and visualize yourself having angel wings in Angel County. Om Namah Shivaya. All good, all blessings, constantly and abundantly flowing to us and through us. Woo! Kundalini. Visualize all the energy centers opening, our receptivity to life's blessings, our generosity with all of our gifts, beauty, fun, happiness, excitement. Let's clap our hands together, pull them down our center line. And then once again, victory is ours. Let's say that. Victory is ours.
Victory is ours.
And then let's take a twist. So make sure we have room here and just twist from side to side, letting our arms lap our body. All right, let's shake our hands out. And then let's step our feet wide. Reach our arms out. Let's take a nice wide stance. That's our feet are just about as wide as our arms. And let's turn toes out, heels in. And then let's bring our hands back behind us, interlace those fingers. Pull back, look up. Deep breath, look up at that third eye. And as we exhale, let's rotate toes forward and begin to fold down to the ground, maybe even bringing our head down, keeping those palms together perhaps, or allowing them to open if that feels better. Letting those shoulders open, those arms falling back overhead. Deep breath. And then let's release our hands down to the ground. Inhale, lifting our heart. Let's walk our hands over to the right side, pivoting those right toes forward. And then let's bend that left knee, coming on down to the ground. So first walk your hands over to the front, bend that front knee over your ankle, pivot those hips. Yeah. Deep breath. Soften, relax, breathe. Exhale, send those hips back, toes up, nose to knee. Pivot on that heel. Inhale, coming forward, bending that front knee back, toes curl, lift that back knee up. So from here, let's place one hand at a time on our thigh, staying balanced on those back tippy toes. Our feet are staggered hip width apart. And then we'll lift our arms. High lunge. Excellent. All right, so now we're gonna pivot. Pivot that back foot, keeping that front right foot, toes facing forward. We're gonna line our legs up now, so they're not staggered anymore, but the front heel is lined up with the back arch, back toes facing forward. Let's square our hips forward, bend that knee over our ankles, square our shoulders forward, and elevate our arms up for a warrior one. Warrior of love. Inhale, open our hips and shoulders out to the side. Bend into that front knee. Extend those arms away from one another, warrior two. Make sure that knee's over our ankle. Feet are still lined up. Look over the middle fingers of that front hand. Send rainbows out that fingertip. Super friends. Galactivate. Come on. Breathing in, rotating this right hand up to the sky. Left hand can go above or below that knee or wrap around your back. Still bending into that front knee. Elevating this right arm. Stretch into that side of your body. Lifting your heart. And coming on back, warrior two. Let's straighten that front leg now. And reach forward with that right hand. Reach forward, 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 and then just let that hand fall above or below the knee, elevating this left arm up. Turning your gaze upward if that feels nice on your neck. Make sure you're not putting any pressure on your knee, so either above your knee or below your knee. Deep breath. Inhale, coming on up. All right, as we exhale, let's bend this front knee. Cartwheel the arms forward. Bring that back knee down. And my favorite, heel toe, this right foot over to the left side. Dropping your knee down. Sending our hips parallel. That left leg straight back. Yeah, so come onto the top of that left thigh, the top of that left foot. Send that leg back. If you can uncurl those toes. Yeah. Squaring our shoulders forward. See if you can move from the top of that foot or that leg to coming onto the side. So getting that foot out of the way a little bit more. Bringing it forward, flexing that right foot. Yeah, there you go. Breathe into it. Visualize the color red, healthy, vital, juicy blood. Rich and thick as we walk our hands forward. Deep breath in a pigeon pose. As we inhale, walking our hands up. Curling those back toes. Let's swing this leg back and just drop down into a Sphinx pose. Beam some rainbows at the planet here. Just noticing the difference between the sides. As we take this little intermission, let's bend our knees, lifting one foot at a time. And we can either just hang out here, or you can reach back with one hand and grab an ankle and squeeze and lift those thighs and breathe. Open your heart, blast rainbows at the world. Kapow! Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. And release. Hands come down. Let's press into the ground. Lift up, cobra. Lifting our chin, look up at that third eye. Visualize yourself as a serpent inside your spine, rising up, spreading its hood. And slowly lowering down, curl those toes, hands next to our shoulders, press into the ground for plank pose. As we breathe in, then we're gonna send our hips back for a downward facing dog. Pressing into the ground, lift our hips high. Just noticing the differences between the sides of our body now. Inhale, coming up onto our tippy toes. And as we exhale, walking or hopping or floating our feet up to our hands. Inhale, lift our heart. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise with a flat back. We get to the top. Let's send our arms out and up. Coming on up. Leaning on back.
Is this your dog?
Yeah.
Do you guys have a leash for him?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, just because there's like no dogs allowed here, but if you have him on a leash, then it's okay.
Okay,
Yeah,
thank you.
so sorry about that.
And hands into our heart. Just noticing the differences between the sides. Charlie, come here. Come here. Go in there. You stay there. Go in. You go into your little doggy cave. Stay there, Char Char. Just notice the difference between the sides. Right, now we're gonna pivot to the opposite side, stretching that right leg back. Toes out, heels in. Bending our knees. Lifting our arms up. Taking a goddess pose. And let's take a lion's breath, deep inhale. Stick our tongue out. Right, rising on up, hands to our hips. Let's rotate those toes so they're facing forward. Bringing our hands up and back. Behind us, interlace our fingers the opposite way we did before. And as we exhale, beginning to hinge forward. Maybe our head makes it down to the ground. Maybe it doesn't. But just keep those hands, those fingers interlaced, those palms together perhaps. Letting those arms fall up and back overhead, if that feels good for you today. And then shoot rainbows out your heart at the world. Choo choo choo. Super friends, Galactivate. And as we breathe in, release our hands to the ground. Inhale, lift our heart. We're gonna pivot those left toes forward, pivoting those right toes in the back and coming up on those back tippy toes. So then dropping that right knee down, left knee forward. Stretching that hip flexor in the back. Find that deep, juicy breath. Deep breath in. And as we exhale, send those hips back, toes up, nose to knee. Inhale, coming on forward. With those back toes curled, let's lift that back knee up. So coming onto those right back tippy toes, right knee comes up, and now we're gonna walk our hands to that left thigh, coming into a high lunge. So make sure your feet are staggered, that they're hip width apart to make this easier to balance here. And then we'll elevate those hands up, bending that knee over our ankle. And then from here, we're gonna pivot those back toes so that foot is down, our legs are lined up, and bending, and the back toes facing forward. Bending that front knee over our ankle, squaring our hips and shoulders forward, elevating our arms up for warrior one. Our hips and shoulders to the side, bending into that front knee, taking it into a warrior two. Focusing on the middle fingers of that front hand, shooting rainbows. Make sure that left knee's bent over your left ankle. Make sure you can see your big toe and second toe. Lifting your heart. And as we breathe, let's rotate this left palm up. Right hand goes above or below that knee. Inhaling back to warrior two. Exhale, straighten that front leg. Reach that left arm forward and then pivot. Left hand down above or below that knee. Right arm up. Turning your heart open. Lifting your gaze up if that feels good, or you can lift down. Find your breath. Inhale, rising on up. Exhale, bending into that front knee. Pivoting our toes. Cartwheeling the arms down. Dropping that back knee down. Coming onto the top of that back foot. And then heel toe. Walk this left foot over towards the right. When it gets over there, knee comes forward, if you like. And flexing that foot, point to flex. Find breath. And when you're ready, start to walk ourselves forward for sleeping swan. Breathing in, rising on up. When you feel nice and balanced on both sides, we're going to swing this leg around, back behind us, coming again into our Sphinx. Connect to the earth with your hands. Feet on top of the ground. Breathe into your lower back. See if you can lift your crown up high. Visualize yourself as a pharaoh. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Breath in. Slowly lowering down, hands under our shoulders. Curl those toes, push up. One more plank. One more down dog. Or we can just go straight to child's pose, yogi's choice. And then we're going to bring our knees down, sit on back into a child's pose, stretch your arms forward, third eye to the ground. Inhale, walking our hands up. Exhale, we're going to bring ourselves onto our back side. So swinging those legs around. So make sure we have room behind us. And using our core strength, we're going to slowly lower ourselves down. Let's take our right knee in, guide it across our body to the left, extending that right arm up and back, taking a deep twist. Inhaling back to center. And as we exhale, adjusting ourselves, inhale, left knee in. And as we exhale, twist, left knee to the right, left arm up and back. So our left knee twists across our body. And then twist our upper body to the left. Left shoulder down on the ground behind us. Our gaze, our drishti towards the left. Our upper body is twisting the opposite way from our lower body. Left shoulder's on the ground as our left knee twists to the right. Left shoulder and right shoulder are on the ground. Our torso is open up to the sky. Left arm reaching back, 45-degree angle to the corner of our mat. Breathing our way back to center, hugging it in. And then let's take a moment, just scan your body if there's anything else you require before we go into our final resting pose, our Shavasana. Please give yourself that now if you need to cover up your face or body or need to do bridge pose or happy baby. Just taking a few breaths. Give yourself whatever you need. And then when you're ready, we'll be making our way onto our back side for our final resting pose, Shavasana. So coming onto our back, maybe you want to cover up your face or your body, letting your head, neck, and spine be in a straight line. On your back side, down on the ground, head, neck, and spine aligned, arms and legs falling open away from your body. Allow yourself to deeply relax. Let your legs be straight. Maybe you want to use an article of clothing or your hat to cover up your face if it's too bright, so your neck can be straight. Just just relax. Look up with your eyes to that third eye point in the center of your brain. And then just relax everything and let go. Just melting into the moment, into the silence beyond the sounds. Allowing your restful awareness to just flow inward. Pratyahara. And allow the yoga to do its job. And we'll be back in a few moments for our Galactivation. Relax and let go as this light washes you. Full spectrum rainbow fills you with its hue. You are a being of light and yoga enriched. And now this insight is filling you with bliss from the top of your crown to the depths of your souls. This soundless light sound now envelops you whole, encompasses you, envelops you inside its energy. The divine that's in you is the divine that's in me. And in this great presence, this container today, bridging the worlds with this yoga light stream, entering your body, your mind, and your whole. Feel the power, samadhi, the oneness with all. Merge you in the past, the present, the future, tomorrow. Om Namah Shivaya. In this place, slowly coming back into our lives, wiggling our fingers and our toes at this time, deepening our breath, beginning to return, awakening, restored, rebuilt. Now you've earned. You are one with the Shiva, one with the light, one in yoga, one as divine. And stretching your arms now up overhead, and then drawing your knees into your chest. And slowly, when you're ready, coming onto your side, and sitting up with your head, neck, and spine in a straight line. Allow the light, the crystal light, to ignite you as a flame. So you see yourself as human divine, Ishtadevatar, an enlightened being. Know that this is yoga. This is who you've meant to be. The divine resides within you, the whole Shiva Shakti. Om Namah Shivaya. Golden life force, planet Prana Shakti, the rich great blue of the sky, form together that emerald hue, the bhakti, the love inside. Your heart is made of this crystal power. The fires of love blaze bright. And now this is our crystal hour. The truth. The flames of love ignite. Om Namah Shivaya. There is one love, there is one heart, there is one light, there is one now, the eternal present. And in this space, the divine in me, divine in thee, one great light of eternity. Honor this stream. Please say it with me. Namaste. Super friends, Galactivate. Thank you, super friends, for being a part of this powerful Galactivation today. Please use your healing hands powers for the utmost good today. Blessings, love, and peace. Stay galactivated, stay lit, and we Galactivators intend on being back for our magical musical live stream this evening. Thank you so much, all of our super friends that are here with us today. Such a blessing to see you. And I hope you all have the best day ever.